what is the most intimidating atmosphere you've refereed in? And the second part, any tips for a referee coming back into the game?
First of all, it's great to have you back in the game. He's obviously been away for a while. You know, keep your boots on or put them back on. That would be my bit of advice.
Hashtag keep your boots on.
Hashtag keep your boots on. But intimidating grounds, look, there's some fantastic grounds that you get to referee at. You know, Millennium Stadium for me, best in the world, absolutely fantastic environment, roof shut, you know, 78, 80,000 Welsh people singing the anthem, hymns and harriers, the big build up to a game is fantastic. And then you go over to places like Claremont, fantastic stadium for the European Cup. But down south as well, you know, Brisbane, anyone who's been down there with the Lions will know what a cracking little stadium that is. England are playing Italy this year over in the Olympic Stadium. Now that's one of the good stadiums to go to. So some fantastic stadiums, all different in their different ways, but great places to go.
Yeah, for sure, Claremont's amazing. The scrum rules are taking a little bit of time to bed in, but generally we're seeing a huge reduction, and even statistically, on the amount of collapses we're getting. We're sometimes getting a bit more standing up, but that's safer for the players. The front rows are talking to us about how on a Monday morning their backs and necks aren't quite as sore, so from their safety point of view, it's obviously a huge bonus. A big help for us this year has been the ability now to have the packs come together when we say set, without this massive hit. And that has helped us have more stability, where we get a chance to see the binds. It just slows everything down. It gives the players a chance to adjust and maybe not drop the scrum, get their feet underneath them, and then, you know, the big one, Wayne, it lets us see if that ball goes in straight, which we should be doing every time.
Yeah, and we're getting better at it. You know, we've still got a bit of work to do on it.
I think that most people will agree we've got some work to do on that.
Yeah, but it was great to see last week, Bath versus Exeter, scrummage where the ball got rolled in.
14 seconds, was
14 seconds with the ball in the tunnel, because neither team could push each other off.
I don't think I fancy that as a player, but it's fantastic to see that both teams were willing to scrummage for that amount of time.
And the ball in the middle.
Would have been helped if it was hooked, but it stayed in the middle, nice and straight.
Yeah. Right, JP, you've kind of had a bit of feedback from one of your answers. You were asked, are there any unusual laws of the game you've ever had to use, or what is the least used law of the game? Now, you'd kind of replied and said you can score a try when you're not on the pitch. Come on, explain that to me.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. If the ball is in goal and nobody has it, so for example a kick forward where the ball ends up in goal, and you've two wingers chasing down the line, the winger has the right to run outside the field of play to get to in goal. So he might be shoulder to shoulder and the ball might be in the corner. He can then slide on the ground and touch the ball down. Now, very little of his body needs to be in the field of play because he's not actually in possession of the ball, and as soon as he touches the ball, it becomes a try through downward pressure. So it's just a bit of an anomaly in the laws. We don't see it very often, and I'm sure that one time we do see it, it'll probably be for the away team at some very packed ground somewhere, and you have to give a very strange but correct decision.
I've seen it once. It was down in Wales, and the player was lying across the dead ball line, and the ball bounced back into in goal, and then it hadn't gone dead, it was just laying there, and so he reached and dapped the ball down with half of his body out of the field play. Looked atrocious, but the TMO got it right.
Yeah, and I'm sure the referee got no stick that night whatsoever from the fans and the crowd.
I think it was an away try, as you said.
Always is on these situations.
Well. Yeah. What's your karaoke song?
My karaoke song? Well, I try to avoid it because although I think I've got a nice Irish accent at times, my singing voice is deplorable. But I guess if I had to sing it, it would be Everybody Needs Somebody, Blues Brothers, I would think, with the shades on and the hat to cover as much of my face as possible.
Now, my wife's a singer in the family, obviously. She sings at City of London Choir, but for me, it used to be a fantastic Barry Manilow number, Mandy.
Another one.
Until Westlife covered it.
Oh, great band. Fantastic band.
Yeah.
All-time top 5, Westlife?
No. But now for me, Whitney Houston classic, Greatest Love.
Oh, for God's sake.